counterpart to the American tin pot. This is a German helmet, World War II. This is an original decals on there. This one was found in a supply depot that the Americans captured, and this one had never been used, so very rare. I'll put that back in the case here, along with some other artifacts, memorabilia, spoils of war, souvenirs, whatever you want to call them, that were brought home by the GIs. Okay, this is a famous K98 standard issue German weapon. Here's the bayonet that they would put on, and I'm not an expert on these things here. There we go. Okay, bolt action. I think it held 5 rounds. I'm not a real expert on the K98, but other than this being a very fine original example, it had the sight here. Notice that as I slide this up, it goes up this ramp. There's a little notch there, sight, and if you're for very long range, you'd put it vertical like that, and you'd sight here over the whatever, how many meters they would use. We would use yards usually. So the K98. Let me put this down. There's also, there were different bayonets used. Here's a sawback bayonet. I believe the engineers used this one. I'm not a real expert on the German, but notice the saw blade on the back. How would you like to get jabbed with that? I wouldn't. Now, I'm putting this next to a paper Nazi flag in here. And these were handed out en masse to the spectators of parades. And when Hitler was going down the street, if you weren't waving a German flag, he could be sent to a prison camp or executed if they thought that you were not supporting Hitler. Very evil man. One of the reasons he was able to seize power and control his people. Many of the German people did not like what he was doing. But the reason he was able to gain power was because he, under one pretense or another, registered the firearms earlier on. And then when it came time to take over the country, well, the Gestapo knew where all the firearms were in the country, and they came in and took them from the people, so the people had nothing to fight back with. Over here, we have an interesting weapon. We call it a quad 50. It's a 50 caliber machine gun, 4 of them. And these are drums that would hold 200 rounds each. And the man would sit in there. It was battery powered, electric battery. And then there was a gas engine here, which had a generator on it to keep the batteries charged. Now this is on a trailer mount. And it's hooked up behind an armored car. We'll talk about that a little later. But, you know, it's part of a belt of 50 caliber machine gun rounds there. That was basically the best machine gun ever used. It was used during World War I. Clear on, they're still using that basic machine gun today. And this, all the guns are non-firing reproductions here. But the mechanism, it'll spin 360 degrees or elevate. Basically, just ran an aircraft. But when you're fighting a war, your purpose was to stay alive and to kill the enemy, because the enemy was trying to kill you. So you used whatever you could to do that.